Welcome back to the deep dive. Ever found an amazing deal online and, that little voice asks, is this actually real? Like, am I about to get totally scammed here? Well, today we're asking exactly that about one specific website, trials.com. Okay, let's unpack this.
Mhm.
What we're going to do in this deep dive is basically walk you through what our experts found when they really peeled back the layers on trials.com. We're not just giving you the answer yes or no. We want to show you how we figured it out so you can, use that knowledge yourself. Shop smarter, safer.
Right. And diving straight in, our initial look at trials.com, it actually showed some pretty promising signs based on a really comprehensive assessment. The site does seem to be, legitimate.
Okay, promising signs. I saw a number mentioned 72%. That was the trust score. Can you break that down a bit? What exactly is a trust score? Is it like risk, reliability? What goes into that 72%?
Yeah, essentially that 72% is an aggregated risk score. It's based on over 40 different factors. Everything from the real technical nuts and bolts, hosting, tech stack, to where it's located geographically, how popular it is. We even check for things like hidden content. It compares the site against like millions of others to spot known red flags. So it gives you a quick snapshot. And 72%, that's generally seen as fairly good.
Fairly good.
It means they seem to be playing by the rules, at least the visible ones. Think of it like maybe a restaurant's health grade.
Okay.
A good grade doesn't, guarantee the best food ever, but you probably won't get sick.
Huh. That's actually a really good analogy. So like a solid B grade. Okay. Now, you mentioned over 40 factors. That's a lot. What were some of the maybe less obvious things you looked at, the crucial stuff behind the scenes?
Well, what's interesting is digging deeper than just how the site looks.
Hmm.
We look hard at stuff like the domain's history. How long has it actually been active? Is the owner listed or are they hiding?
Oh,
Because a site that just popped up a few months ago uses anonymous registration. Even if it looks super slick, that raises way more flags than one that's been operating for years with clear context. That kind of history, that transparency, it's subtle, but it's a pretty strong sign of legitimacy.
okay. That makes sense. And on the purely technical side, what did you find under the hood? Because sometimes scam sites can look surprisingly professional, right?
Oh, absolutely. They can be very convincing. So we checked their SSL certificate, the little padlock.
Yeah.
Is it a strong one? Like an extended validation type, which needs more rigorous checks?
Hmm.
Or just a basic free one? Trials.com had a strong SSL. That's definitely reassuring.
Yeah.
We also look at server locations. Sometimes the site says it's, I don't know, based in the U.S., but hosts its data somewhere completely different. That can be a small inconsistency, but
Hmm.
telling.
Hmm.
But in this case, everything technically seemed pretty solid, pointed towards a legitimate setup.
Okay, so the tech checks out. But like you said, a scam can have a really convincing front. What about the user side of things? Customer reviews, the overall feel of the site. Did that back up the technical findings?
It did, yeah. Beyond the tech, the actual user experience felt credible too. We found customer reviews available, and they seemed, organic, not like fake generated ones.
Right.
The website itself navigates smoothly. It looks professional. Product listings, clear, straightforward. And crucially, we didn't see any weirdly low prices or like high pressure misleading offers that just scream scam. It felt authentic.
So pulling all that together, after looking at all these different layers, the overall conclusion from the analysis is that trials.com appears to be legit.
Yes, that's the takeaway.
Mm-hmm.
Based on all the data points we gathered,
Yeah.
it seemed to check out.
And this is the really important part, isn't it? We always say this, even with a good report like this. Your own personal checks, your due diligence, that's still your absolute best defense. These scores are helpful guides, but they aren't the final word, right?
Exactly right. Trust scores are informative, but they absolutely do not replace your own vigilance. You have to stay sharp out there.
So what specific things should people do beyond just, reading the site's own About Us page?
Okay, so for your own checks, dig a bit deeper. Use maybe browser extensions that can quickly show you domain age or known issues. Look for a physical address.
Hmm.
Then actually check it on Google Maps. Is it a real place or just a P.O. box or maybe an empty lot?
Good one.
And with reviews, don't just look at one site. Check multiple sources. Look for discussions on forums or social media. Sometimes you get the raw, unfiltered truth there. And be a bit wary if all the reviews look too perfect or too similar across different sites. That can be a sign they're being manipulated.
Oh, and that reverse image search trick for product photos. That's a good one, too.
Definitely. See if those same photos pop up on dozens of unrelated, maybe sketchy sites.
So yeah, while our deep dive points towards trials.com being legitimate, the bigger lesson here really is about empowering yourself with knowledge.
Which brings up that important question, doesn't it? How do you use something like a good trust score to inform your shopping, but not let it replace your own careful eye?
Exactly. Because ultimately, no score, no analysis is foolproof. Your critical thinking, doing that little bit of extra verification yourself, that's always going to be your best tool for shopping online safely and smartly. Keep digging, keep asking questions, and keep shopping smart, everyone.